Welcome everyone to Pontus Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 4, Episode 1 of Game of Thrones, the board game gameplay. We're on turn 1, and today we'll be playing not only with the original board game and with the Mother of Dragons expansion. As you guys can see, we've got the Westeros board and the Essos board from the expansion, but we'll also be including a Dances with Dragons components to sort of make a variant of this. So basically, we'll be playing it as a Mother of Dragons game, but as our house's character cards run out, we will replace them with a Dances with Dragon expansion cards. So this will be most notable with House Stark. For example, House Stark will play originally with Robb Stark, Ned Stark, with the Stark family. But then as those cards run out, we'll try to simulate how House Bolton takes over later in the game. So you've got Walder Frey here, we've got Reek, we've got Rouse Bolton, and we've got Ramsay Bolton. So that will be similar for all of these cards. So if we think of it as the way Game of Thrones expands over time, we've got Daenerys Targaryen working to expand from Westeros back, from Essos back to Westeros, and then we'll have an evolution of the houses as the game goes on. So that's how we're going to play a Dance with Dragons expansion. Before we jump into turn 1, quick shout out to Pontus Fathom Press, Tales of Yellow Sign Volume 1 and 2. Really appreciate your guys' support of the channel. Obviously liking and subscribing, checking out our Patreon, donations to our PayPal. All those ways are great ways that you guys have been helping us to keep the channel up and running. But also giving back to you guys, check out Robert Chambers' The King in Yellow, prefaced by August Moldenhauer. This is the one that starts out the Yellow Sign. And then finally, Tales of Yellow Sign Volume 2, August Moldenhauer's Lost Carcosa and the Yellow Sign, takes you through the origin of the Yellow Sign and Hastur from Ambrose Bierce through to Carcassonne and onto the Cathar and the Cathar Yellow Cross, and very interesting analogies there into the origins and history of the Yellow Sign and Lost Carcosa. So really appreciate your guys checking out the bookstore. Links are below where you can check out our Instagram, Twitter accounts, and our bookstore. So really appreciate that. And another thing is, if you can let these videos play to the end, as well as liking and subscribing, that helps the YouTube algorithm to grow the channel and get the content out to other users, as well as if you share this link with people, much appreciated. So we're looking to start doing some live streams once we get up to 1,000 subscribers. So really appreciate that from you guys. And we may even jump over to Twitch and start streaming there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as usual, we're playing through this game. It's a 8-player game that we're simulating. Obviously, this game will be played by multiple players, but as a solo game playthrough, it's more like a simulation. So feel free to leave your comments below what your strategy would be, how you've approached this. If you guys have played a game of this and have a link to share, put it down in the comments. Would love to see your content. I read and respond to all the comments, so thanks a lot for watching. Okay, so that out of the way, let's jump right into turn 1. We've got the handy rule books ready to go. We've done all the setup in the prior video, so if you want to go check the setup video, it's a quick setup, but we've got the Iron Bank set up. We've got the Wilding deck set up. We've got our Westeros and Essos phase cards set up. We have all of our components to the side, and we've got the deck set up. The other mechanic here, in addition to setting up the 8 houses on the Iron Throne, Fiefdom, and King's Court track, and in addition to Iron Bank, we've got the supply, we've got the victory tokens, but we also, you can see House Targaryen gets these dragon tokens as we get into each round. So we'll take care of those rules as they come about. So let's jump into turn 1. Round sequence for this one, we're going to do our Westeros phase, which we skip on turn 1, and this includes Westeros cards and Essos cards from this sequence. We'll go right into our planning phase, and then we'll do our first round action phase. So let's get started on that. Before we do, I also have to just hand out our Messenger Raven, Valyrian Steel, and Iron Throne. So Iron Throne goes to House Baratheon. So we'll just place this by House Baratheon here. I don't have a lot of space to put it, so I'll just drop it here. So this is very tentatively set up. Valyrian Steel actually is going to go to House Greyjoy by the setup. So Greyjoy gets the Valyrian Steel, and the Raven goes to the King Court, which is Lannister. So we'll put that down here with Lannister, and we can get going. Just so you guys know, the placements for the influence track, we've set those up based on the influence track rule from the Mother of Dragons. So you can see here, House Targaryen is always 7th or 8th, sorry, in the track. So they have hard printed 8th place. And then we've got all the other houses by this. And it says here in the rule, it says each house influence token, according to the order shown below, ignore the orders listed on the player track. Okay, great. So the other thing I just wanted to call out here is just the intro text. It just says here in the Game of Thrones, object of the game is at the end of the 10th round, the house that controls the most area, either a castle or stronghold, is declared the winner. And we have a couple quotes here. The Iron Throne is mine by rights. All those who deny that are my foes. Stannis Baratheon. The whole of the realm denies it, brothers. Old men deny it with their death rattle. The unborn children deny it in their mother's womb. They deny it in Dorne. They deny it on the wall. No one wants you for their king. You may have the better claim, but I have the longer army, Renly Baratheon. And then finally, Cersei Lannister, when you play the Game of Thrones, you win or die. And then the final shout out, I just wanted to talk about the Mother of Dragons win condition. Targaryen victory. It says House Targaryen can be chosen. Although Targaryen dynasty was usurped, there are many in Westeros that wish for House Targaryen to reclaim the Iron Throne. These entities pledge false allegiance to their current overlords while they wait for their opportune moment to reveal their true loyalty. During a game of Mother of Dragons, the House Targaryen player has a goal to uncover and rally these hidden Westeros supporters. And those are done by loyalty tokens. And you can see here that we have our first loyalty token in King's Landing. So if Daenerys' army can conquer this, she can gain that loyalty token, and that will add to victory points for House Targaryen. Okay, let's jump into round one. As we mentioned, we're going to go right into the planning phase, so we're going to assign our orders, and we will do that for each house. So I'll fast forward us through the assigning of orders, and so we don't spend too much time of just watching me place tokens. We'll get that through that quickly, and I'll see you on the other side of placing the tokens. So yeah, as we get through the deploying of the orders, basically I'm going to go group by group here, and Baratheon probably will move on Sunspear. The rest of them generally will have just looking to expand their influence, looking for chances to have some more strongholds. As you know, strongholds are the way we have victory points. And so we'll fast forward through this for each of the houses, and then we'll get back to the normal play. Okay, so we've completed the assign orders phase. Let's go into the reveal orders phase. And we will start by order of the Iron Throne. So we start out with House Baratheon. And we can reveal, well, let's reveal each order, and then we'll act out the orders. We can just reveal all the orders, and then we will resolve raid orders in the action phase. So we can reveal orders. We can use the Messenger Raven. House Lannister can go check out the Messenger Raven. And let's reveal these orders. We've got Baratheon, Sunspear, Tyrell, Lannister, Aaron, Greyjoy, and House Stark. Okay, so orders are revealed. Messenger Raven, played by House Lannister. Messenger Raven can check out the top card of the deck for the Wilding deck. And I think we'll keep that one. Looks good. We'll leave it as a surprise for you guys. And let's jump into phase 3, which is the action phase, and we will resolve raid orders. Any raid orders on the board. We have a raid order from Greyjoy. No need to resolve. We can just throw this in, return this to the pile. And then we go into resolve our march orders, so we can do those in order again. So, but what we'll do is we'll just kind of fast track through it. So first of all, we'll have a ship move for Shipbreaker Bay. We'll have from Dragonstone the march down to Sunspear. We'll have Sunspear, actually, and Salt Shore going to Ironwood. Actually, we'll leave a force behind here on Sunspear, and we'll have this force move into Ironwood as a result of that attack, I guess. And then we'll have for Tyrell, we will move into the Reach, and also move into Old Town. Actually, let's move them both into Old Town instead. Actually, we'll move one into Old Town, one into the Reach as that. Old Town does have a 3 defense, and that will be 3 with the Knight. Lannister has a defensive. They're in Lannisport. They will move to River Run with their +1. And Stony Sept, that's fine. Next we'll do Mountains of the Moon, moving down both forces. And we will have the Vale of Arwen move into the Fingers, but they will also leave behind a token in the Vale here. And I believe we'll also do the same thing in Hogard and Dornish Marches. We'll also have House Tyrell leave behind a token in Dornish Marches, so they can still claim that. This can move with them to the Reach, and this can move with them to Old Town. Obviously, they've already got High Garden with a board printed one. We will have Grey Water Watch, House we're going to have House Greyjoy go from Grey Water Watch to Flint's Finger, and they'll also leave behind a token. For the Grey Water Watch, they can move their... Oh, this is not a marching order. I think I put this by mistake. That was supposed to be a marching order. I just put the wrong one. So, sorry about that. Obviously, if you're playing a real game, this could be quite a point of contention, but it's only me, so... no problem. Oh, I see what I did. I just switched these two. So I can just switch this one here, and then this one can stay here as defensive. Okay, no worries. And then finally, we will have House Stark move down to Moat Cailin. They've already got the token here, and for White Harbor, they've got a defensive and a defense. So that's fine, support and defensive. So that is going to resolve the march orders. Let's resolve combats as they go around the board. So we get the one we have is Sunspear. We have House Martell versus House Baratheon. So they're going to have a combined here of 3 and then 2 plus this 1. So let's get their... Just move these cards out for one moment so we can get to their cards, and we'll decide who is going to play who, and we'll have it be since it is have a sea attack component to it. We can do that, and then for Sun Spear, we'll have it. We're going to put Obara Sand here. Okay, so we've got our combatants. So let's resolve our combat. So we have 3, plus 1 is 4, and then our attack here is plus 1 and plus 1, so it's 3, 4 for the ship, so it's 4 to 4, and then our cards come out as a 2 and 2. If you use Stannis Baratheon house card in this discard pile, this gain plus 1 combat strength and a sword icon. So we don't gain that. What we do is we force a retreat from Sunspear back, but we do not conquer the force a retreat. They do not lose a record. So that's going to wrap it up for these. We'll put these in the discard pile up here. And any other combats? No. So Moat Cailin goes to House Stark. The Flint's Finger goes to House Greyjoy. And the Reach goes to House Tyrell. And also Mountains of the Moon and the Fingers goes to House Aaron. So that's going to expand their position in each one. And that is going to wrap it up for the turn. We can resolve consolidate power orders. We've got 1 consolidate power. That's for House Lannister, so we can give them a power token. And then we will see you guys in round 2. Check out the link below, and we'll see you in the next turn. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.